Hello and welcome to Business 101. My name is Elsa Kellum and I am your instructor for this quarter. We all come together in this online learning community at an unusual time, and I just want to be aware of that as we go through the next couple months. I know this is probably not an easy time for any of us. I'll record all of these video lectures from home. And normally I would be teaching 2 of my 4 Business 101 classes on campus, and at this point they're all online. So I know you may be somebody who normally does best on campus in a classroom. That's not possible right now, so we're just going to do our best. And by all means, if you have any questions or need help during the quarter, please reach out and ask for help. So about me professionally, first of all, again, my name is Elsa Kellum. I am the business chair for business administration, and I'm also a professor at Shoreline. I got my undergrad degree in marketing at Boulder. We call it CU Boulder. And I got my MBA at the University of New Mexico, and that was in human resource management. I have 20 years business experience. In the middle there, you see the Taste of Edmonds, which is an event here in Seattle that's a pretty big event. And so when I was the director of the Chamber of Commerce here, then that's something that would bring in the majority of the revenue for that organization every year. With 20 years experience, you can guess that I worked other places. I owned my own business for about 10 years, and I also worked in corporate America. And Enron is one of the places I worked. That is an example of a very unethical organization, and it's even mentioned in our chapter on ethics. And so I've had a variety of experience, and I'm really excited to teach business after working in business for quite a while. Personally, a lot of people are confused by how my name is spelled and how it is pronounced. And so my name is pronounced Elsa, but it is spelled A-I-L-S-A. An easy association for a lot of people is Elsa in the movie Frozen, and you can see her in the middle there in case you're not familiar with Elsa. I also have 2 grown children, 2 cats, and a beagle. This is one of my favorite quotes. You probably recognize Robert Herjavec from Shark Tank. He says, "I am a very nice guy, but don't mistake my kindness for weakness." I'm a very nice person. I'm here to help you succeed. I'm also a business professor, and I am cognizant that you're going out to start a career after your education. Maybe you're already in a career, and as employees, we don't get to make the rules. And so I do hold students to a pretty strict expectation that's covered in the syllabus. The syllabus is the contract between me and students, and I do really expect students to complete assignments on time. I also have 4 sections of Business 101 this quarter, and so I have 120 students. Each of you is important and help me to help you by getting assignments done on time. So one of the first things that you're going to need to do is to get Connect. And Connect is our textbook for the quarter. You do not have to buy a print textbook. You could just go ahead and get Connect through our Canvas classroom. And I've enabled it in the menu. All you have to do is click on, you can see the red arrow there pointing toward McGraw-Hill Connect. And so it's as easy as that. If you bought a code through the bookstore, please make sure and register through our Canvas course as opposed to just going to the McGraw-Hill website. This ensures that all your grades will sync back to Connect, between Connect and Canvas. Maybe your financial aid hasn't come in yet, and that's okay. You can still get started on our assignments. And it's really important because we need to hit the ground running this week. So one of my top goals for you is to get Connect. All you need to do is go to our Canvas course and the navigation menu, and then click on McGraw-Hill Connect. Please use your Go Shoreline email account, your address. Don't use your personal one, use your Go Shoreline. And then it'll just take you through the steps. So if you bought a code through the bookstore, go ahead and enter the code when you're prompted to do so. If you're going to pay by credit card, go ahead and enter your credit card when prompted to do so. Or go ahead and start that free courtesy access. But regardless, please start today. Please get Connect, go in there, look around. I'm going to show you a little bit more about this in a video, and then you can go ahead and have everything you need for this quarter. And then, this is what it looks like once you get in there. So you can choose any of those options. All right, so here we are in our Canvas class. Again, this may not be your section of Business 101, but I'm using this one as an example. So on the left-hand side, you see the navigation menu. We're on the home page right now. Announcements, very important to pay attention to. I'll go ahead and click on that now. And some of these I published today. An important one is we will be using Connect as our textbook this quarter. Here is the contact information if you ever have problems with Connect. You use Canvas, and if you ever have problems with Canvas, please call the technical support at Shoreline e-learning for help there. I am not technical support. If you have questions about the content or what we're doing in class, then I can help you. But if you have trouble with tech support, then you need to go ahead and contact those people. Since we're not on campus, I thought it'd be kind of fun to have some videos to show what student life is like on campus sometimes, so you can watch those. And then please do set up your notifications. One of the biggest reasons students miss assignments is because they haven't set up their notifications to know when they get an announcement in Canvas or when assignments are due. So please take that step. Back over on the navigation menu, we do have the syllabus. Like I said, this is the contract between me as the instructor and you as the student. Read through this and I'm just going to scroll kind of quickly. Course outcomes, what you can expect to get out of this class are listed. There's the required materials. Again, Connect access is required. The printed copy of our textbook is not required. You're welcome to get it, but you don't need to. Expectations I have for students, and then assignments and grading. You can see that Connect is a very big portion of your grade. We have chapter assignments due every week. That's 35% of your grade. We will have some Connect assignments or Canvas assignments, and those include a stock market simulation. I'll provide the instructions the 4th week of class. Also weekly discussions. And there will be 5 unit tests. The lowest one is dropped. Those will take place in Connect. And the comprehensive final exam will be in Connect. And that'll be open for 4 or 5 days in June. Please read through this. There's some very important information. One of the expectations is that students do take part in the weekly discussion. And I have weekly discussions because sometimes it can be really lonely to take a class online. And the discussion is an opportunity to share your viewpoint and have interesting discussions with other students. I generally will not take part in the discussions. Sometimes I will, but I am reading all of them. So as far as the due dates for discussions, very important. Monday, I will post the discussion. By Friday, you need to post your initial response to the discussion. You don't qualify for points if you don't post by Friday. Think of it as personal leadership. You've got to put something out there that other people can respond to. That's why I require the Friday initial response. Then by Sunday, come back and reply to 2 classmates or more, but you have to reply to 2. If you don't put your initial response out there by Friday for others to respond to, then you don't qualify for points for the weekly discussion. You're welcome to take part in the reply round, but you don't qualify for points. Here's the grade calculation and then the course schedule. So at any time you can go in here and see what we're doing every week. Week 1, we're covering chapters 1 and 2. Like I said, we're diving into this because we have one less week to work with this quarter, but I want you to get the full benefit from Business 101. And so you can see we're doing all of these things as assignments this week. If you want to read ahead, by all means, look at the course schedule and you can see what the upcoming chapters are. You will note, if you look at the course schedule, that we're not going in order. And we go through chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we jump to a chapter in the appendix, which is chapter D. It is misleadingly called bonus chapter D in your book, but it is an actual chapter. And that'll be paired with chapter 9. So again, I know I'm getting into details here, but just want you to know that all of this information is available to you, and we won't necessarily be going in order. So you can trust the course schedule. All right, so modules is where you will find what we're doing every week. And I'm just going to share them at a high level with you. Here's course information. The welcome page I showed you is right here. I'm going to post this video in this area. There's the syllabus. If you ever have questions, please post them to questions and answers. You can bet if you have the question, then your fellow classmates probably have the same question. So please go ahead and post it to questions and answers discussion. If a student knows the answer and is able to get to answering that before I am able to, then that's terrific. I appreciate your help. And then if you have a more personal question or you have a question related to a specific grade, then please do send me a message through Canvas inbox on the left-hand side here. Please do not send me email. I get so much email every day, and yours will get lost in the shuffle. And I really prioritize making students' messages the priority, but I can only do that if you only communicate me through Canvas inbox. So the options here, if you have a question, please post in questions and answers. If it's more confidential or personal, then send me a Canvas inbox message. I am also always happy to have a phone call with you or to have a Zoom session with you if you'd like to be face-to-face as if we were in office hours. I am here for you. So important to go through all of this. And then in the week 1 module, there's a start here message. Every week I have a start here message. Please read this all the way to the end. And, some of you have sent messages to me asking if we're going to have a video lecture through Zoom every day at a certain time. No, we're not going to do that. I'm just not able to. Also, we have students joining us from all countries, not all countries, but countries around the world, and from many different time zones. And so it is not fair to expect that everybody is going to be up and available at a certain time in order to receive a Zoom lecture. I will record lectures, and I'll be posting chapters 1 and 2 lectures to this weekly module, week 1. So I really encourage you to get going on the assignments for this week, and you can go in here and you can see what are the assignments that are due every week. I'm going to show you Connect in just a minute so you'll know what this is all about. But if you do what's listed in the Start Here message for each week, then you're going to be in good shape. I do have an extra credit opportunity. You'll need to read to the end of the Start Here message in order to take advantage of it and know about it. But these are in Connect, and I provide these extra credit opportunities because I really want you to get off on the right foot for this quarter. So I'll show you where these are. There will not be extra credit. I'm not going to guarantee any other extra credit opportunities, so please take advantage of this. All right, so that's the Start Here message for this week. There's also the week 1 discussion where you introduce yourself, and then there's also the syllabus quiz. Very important to do all of those. Okay, so I've talked about Connect, and I'm just going to show you what it looks like. But of course, I've already set it up as the teacher of this class, so mine will not look exactly like your experience. So I click on McGraw-Hill Connect over here. Once you have it set up, then you'll just go ahead and say connect to my session, and then it will take you over here. On the right-hand side, you can see what our book looks like. If you have any other textbook, it will not work. Only this edition, number 12 of this textbook, will work. And here I say, please contact me via Canvas inbox. I'm going to go to the student view so you can see not what mine looks like, but what yours looks like. And those extra credit assignments that I just mentioned are right here up at the top, Connect orientation videos. And again, I offer this because I really want you to work well with Connect, understand how to use it. And so please do those. And then below that is your assignment, well, chapter 1 assignments and also chapter 2 assignments. And all you need to do is look at what chapters are assigned for this week, then go over here into Connect and then do the assignments that are listed. Language Toolkit is kind of fun, I think. There are vocabulary words and you match the vocabulary words to the definition. This is a Learn Smart. LS stands for Learn Smart. They're kind of like electronic flashcards. So read the chapter, then go in here and go through the Learn Smart cards. And if you get one wrong, you can still get 100%. You just need to keep on going and it'll give you other flashcards to prove that you know the topic. If you read the chapter first, it can take as little as half an hour. If you don't read the chapter first, or unfortunately, if English is not your first language, it's going to take longer. And then I like these video cases. They only take about 5 minutes to watch. They're kind of fun. And then they're just like 2 or 3 questions to answer. So that's chapter 1. Chapter 2, there are 4 assignments, but none of them are long. One of the reasons I chose this textbook is for these simulations. And so you see chapter 2 simulation, economics acing the interview. And I really hope you like these simulations. It provides you with a scenario, and then you interact with different characters in the simulation and answer questions. And it's looking at your understanding of the content, but also looking at your professionalism. And you may get a question wrong, and that's stressful. And so I gave everybody 2 attempts on these simulations, not on all the assignments, just on the simulations. So that as you're going through it, if you get a question wrong, just remember that, learn from that, and then you can go back in and try again and get 100% on the simulations. I'm going to warn you that these are going to take 15 minutes to 30 minutes, the simulations will, and that Learn Smarts will. So those are an investment of time, but again, that's why I chose this textbook, because I really do think that they have terrific assignments that will help you learn the information. So I am going to go back to instructor view, because there's something that can happen sometimes when you go into a Learn Smart assignment, and I want to show you how to be able to access the textbook. So if I go into, I'm going to go into chapter 3 here, and I'm going to click on the chapter 3 Learn Smart. And so what it should do is it should take me to the assignment. What it may do is drop me into the textbook and expect me to read. And so you need to be able to toggle between the two because they're very different, reading the chapters and actually doing the assignment. All right, so sure enough, what it's doing is I clicked on doing the assignment, and what it did was take me to the textbook. And so I can read the textbook. And by the way, this is really important information. The learning objectives are listed at the beginning of any chapter. It's going to be important for you to make sure that you understand those learning objectives by the time you finish the chapter. So read those before you read the chapter. And then there's something at the end that makes sure you understand those learning outcomes. But why I initially went in here is to show you how to toggle back and forth between the textbook and the Learn Smart assignment. So you see in the lower left here is practice. If I want to go over to the Learn Smart assignment, I just go ahead and click on that practice icon. Now I'm in the assignment. And then if I want to go back to reading the book, I just click on read, and it takes me back over to reading the chapter. So you can go back and forth between the assignment and reading the text just by doing that. All right, so I think that's pretty straightforward. Again, just every week, go in and do the assignments for the chapters. I have ordered them in the order in which we'll go through according to the course schedule. When there is a unit test, then it will be down at the bottom here, and then the final exam is at the very end. Those will not be available to you until we actually get to those times in the quarter. So that is an overview. I'm going to make sure that I talked about everything I wanted to let you know about. Again, it's the beginning of the quarter. I know it takes a little time to get oriented, not only to this class, but all the classes you are taking. I understand that. I also really expect all students to get in here the first day of class, read through everything that's been published and available to you, and do those assignments that are open to you. Yes, we have a few, but all of them are in service of you doing well this quarter. So please go through. Here's week 1. Read the Start Here message, do the assignments that are there. The Connect assignments are not listed here. I just showed you how to find those, and I do have a note in here that says after you read the chapters, go into Connect and click on the chapter number, chapter 1, chapter 2, and work through all the assignments that are there for you. All right, I'm really going to try to make these video lectures short. I know this one's getting long here, so I'm going to go ahead and sign out. But remember that I am here for you. I really do want you to succeed. And I'm happy to have a Zoom session with you if you'd like to meet over Zoom. Otherwise, just post your questions to questions and answers. Let's have a great quarter together. Thank you.